Did you know that women who are involved in secret relationships often reveal small hints without even noticing it themselves? In many situations, the phrases they use during ordinary conversations can unintentionally expose the very thing they're trying so hard to hide. In this video, we'll look at 5 expressions that are frequently used by women who are involved in hidden relationships. What you're about to discover could completely change the way you view relationships from a whole new perspective. If you're a man who is currently in a relationship, this video may help you recognize warning signs that have been right in front of you all along, even if you've never really paid attention to them before. Before we begin, if you find this information valuable, be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future videos. Also, type "I know" in the comment section to let me know you're following everything carefully. Before we dive into the first phrase, there's something extremely important you need to understand. Infidelity within a marriage or a committed relationship rarely appears without any warning signs. In most cases, it develops through complex psychological patterns that slowly build over time. At the same time, the language people use often reflects what's taking place inside their minds. When a woman is emotionally invested in 2 relationships at the same time, her subconscious is constantly trying to manage 2 conflicting realities. On one side is the committed relationship she publicly maintains, while on the other is the hidden relationship she's doing everything possible to keep secret. In psychology, this kind of internal struggle is commonly referred to as cognitive tension, a form of mental pressure that can cause certain words or expressions to slip out without intention. Have you ever noticed your partner saying something that sounded different from the way they normally speak? Stay with this video until the end, because what you're about to learn may completely change how you interpret behaviors you've overlooked for years. The first phrase you might hear is, "I feel like you don't really understand me anymore," or "You don't know me like you used to." Although these words may sound like ordinary emotional pain, they often carry a much deeper meaning beneath the surface. In certain situations, they may reflect the feeling that someone else understands them better on an emotional level. When these statements begin appearing again and again, there's a strong possibility they're unconsciously comparing their current relationship with another emotional connection. If another relationship starts providing greater emotional satisfaction, these phrases can gradually become a way of justifying that situation within their own mind. As they convince themselves that you've become different from the person you once were, seeking emotional fulfillment somewhere else slowly starts to feel acceptable in their subconscious. Over time, part of the responsibility begins shifting toward you, leaving you questioning yourself and wondering where everything went wrong. Yet the reality is often far more complicated than it first seems. But don't stop watching yet, because this phrase can reveal much more than most people ever realize, and chances are you've heard it before without recognizing what it might actually have meant. The second phrase is, "I need some space," or "I just need some time for myself." When a woman involved in a secret relationship repeats this often, it doesn't automatically mean she's pulling away from everyone in her life. More commonly, she may be creating distance specifically from you so she has more freedom to manage other parts of her life. On the surface, it may simply appear to be a healthy desire for independence or privacy. However, in many cases, it can also provide opportunities to spend more time communicating or meeting with someone else. That's why paying attention to the small details that most people overlook becomes so important. If she continues saying she needs personal space while remaining very active on social media, regularly going out, spending time with friends, and maintaining a full social calendar, then genuine solitude probably isn't what she's actually looking for. What has really changed is the amount of closeness she wants to share with you. Someone who truly needs personal space usually spends that time reflecting, reconnecting with themselves, restoring emotional balance, or focusing on personal development. But when another romantic relationship has entered the picture, the desire to stay socially active often remains exactly the same. Instead, it's the primary relationship that gradually receives less attention and emotional investment. Another important detail to notice is when this request first begins. Very often it appears shortly after moments of deep emotional connection or physical intimacy.